All right, we are live and welcome to 1QR in Healthcare. You are joined today by myself, Guy Toole, and Kathy Inman. Kathy, good morning. How are you doing
Good
today?
morning. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I am excited as always. We just got through, one holiday coming up to the next, and just excited to be able to do some work and be able to, inform, I guess, folks moving into the end of this year, into the beginning of next year. And a lot of people are working on businesses and business planning and how can they prepare for 2025. It's crazy to think already it's going to be a new year, but just giving information on how you can advance your business and stay in front of things and not starting on January 1st or 2nd, depending on when you will start working, but being able to say, okay, this year's coming to an end. Let's sit down and let's really get poignant and direct in how we can advance our business. And one thing that we love to do is be able to provide a lot of the, I guess, pathways, different types of things to think about. And here we get to do it with healthcare and marketing utilizing QR codes. There's so many use cases that can be provided from one QR code technology into virtually any business, but it really speaks to healthcare. So excited to be able to go through this today.
Absolutely. And I think the great thing about the healthcare topic is we're not only helping the, physicians' offices and the hospitals, but we're also helping the patients and the people that are there visiting because we're trying to make it easy to give information and get information, right? And of course, this time of year, everybody's getting the cold, everybody's having to go to the doctor, doctor's box, whatever, and they need help and they need help quickly. So let's, show them how 1QR can help them.
It's about modernizing the experience, right? Technology has advanced so much that we should be utilizing them. Uh, Technology is undefeated. Also, we all know that we've gone from rotary dial phones to big brick cell phones to what was it, T9 texting, and now you have smartphones. And being able to advance into a technology that really modernizes the way things are marketed and the way things people receive information and gather information. A lot of times they want it instantly. And with a QR code in the healthcare industry, you can take out a lot of the guesswork, you can take out a lot of the frustration. And by implementing this type of technology, you can advance people forward much faster and they can get the information that they're looking for at that particular time. Checking in is a huge thing that a lot of people will either stand in line or they're in waiting rooms trying to figure out, okay, when am I going to be next? By scanning a QR code, you can provide the information to the patients sitting there waiting and let them know, okay, you're next or you're second in line type thing. So it's modernizing that experience and making sure that they can immediately access what they're trying to get access to.
Absolutely. But I think also, we use that word technology, and of course, that word scares a lot of people. The thing about QR codes is the technology is not hard to use, right? We want you to know that going into this, it is a quick form, right? You fill something out, you design it to your, colors and how you want it. Maybe your logo inside, it could be as fancy as you want. It could be as simple as you want. But don't let the word technology scare you where you think you have to learn to program something. And that's what I love about 1QR is it makes it simple. The hard part is getting people to all the other technology you have, right? Is it a form? Is it a URL? Is it something that you need somebody to go to? And you're like, oh, just type this in. As soon as you tell me to type something in, I'm like, oh, geez, I'm going to have to go find something. Make it simple, right? Scan this. Okay.
Take you exactly where you want to go. So many people like, I love this image talking about like get the Wi-Fi. You might have your
Hmm.
kids with you. I've got young kids. They're easily distracted. They're loud. They talk. If you can scan a Wi-Fi QR code, so you can sit down and be like, watch this. Get them consumed in something. It's an entertainment factor for those kids, but it really helps you to take a deep breath when you're in that waiting room. There's a lot of anxiety sometimes when going to your healthcare provider, and just having, like you're saying, simple fast ways to get where I need to go. Mobile check-ins, Wi-Fi's, checking out, whatever that is. We want to make sure that there's no friction, and the QR code is going to do that. If you're telling me, just like you, type this in, a lot of times I just search, and if I use a search engine, it's going to not be the ideal one that I'm looking for at the very top. It might be further down, so it gets rid of that, reduces that friction, those pain points.
100%. Yeah. And the word scan this, I think just about everyone right now, I won't say everyone. I get it. There are people that are confused about how to use a QR code still. We're still working them into the process. But since, we talk about this all the time, phone companies have literally baked the QR code scanner into their phones now. You just open up your camera, point, and scan. It's so simple. So to be able to just go say, scan this, and it's going to pull up exactly what you're looking for, what I need you to see right now, you've just saved them time, effort, brain space, all the things that everybody needs right now, right? Everybody's busy. We're busy all the time. But this time of year, even more so. Just give me the thing you need me to fill out or watch or do or decide.
Right, the instant engagement, thinking about scanning something, and I've got questions, and lots of people have questions. But by
Mhm.
scanning a QR code, additional information or side effects, it always makes me laugh inside whenever here's all the side effects. And death might be one of those. Is this something I want to take? I don't know.
I
But,
don't
being able to get that information, and for me to do the research, that's what I'm looking for. And that's what I believe a lot of people look for, is this is how we're searching now. This is how we're finding information. There's so many people out there now that are being advocates for themselves, which you should be an
know.
advocate
Mhm.
for yourself. But scanning that information, scanning that QR code is going to give you that information so you can do it, instead of sitting there talking to someone who might overlook it or might bypass what you're particularly looking for.
Oh, 100%. As a matter of fact, I'll even add in the fact last week I was at the vet. I had to take my cat to the vet. And while she was getting her shots, I was standing there just, of course, perusing the little room I was waiting in. And there was QR codes everywhere. I was so excited for them. I know that sounds silly, but I'm like, they're using them properly. There's, did you have a good visit? Tell us more. There's here's information on, if you want to get your pet chipped, or if you want to get this, or if you want to get that, or download our app. It didn't matter what it was. I was like, there's, and I didn't have to ask a lot of questions. While I sat there and waited, I had the interactions and got the information that I needed, so that when the vet came back in, I was able to go, hey, I read about this. Can you tell me more? And I already had the information that I wanted to ask about. I thought it was great.
The simplest, most convenient, fastest way to fill out forms, just like you're saying, to fill out registrations, or from this example, signing up to get maybe on a webinar additional information of something that you're interested about. We just want to make it simple, and
Mhm.
that's really what one QR is allowing us to do by implementing these dynamic QR codes. And you might be hearing that for the first time. What is dynamic? Well, dynamic means you get to adjust it at any time. So these big banners that you pull up, that you spend quite a bit of money on, you don't have to reprint those. You print it once, and you change that destination as often as you would like to go wherever you would like. So when people are scanning it, they're getting that information, and it is driving interaction instantly.
Right? I mean, maybe you have different events for different months. So you walk in and in January it's how to not get the flu event, or February is heart month, or whatever that month is. You just change that QR code to that event, to your point, and you don't have to move the banner, change the banner, reprint the banner, anything with the banner. It's just going to go to the thing that's the next thing. I love that idea.
It's connecting them to the resources. There's only so much that you can print, and everything now lives on the web. So being able to scan to go dig deeper, find more, getting the research, the trials, all the information on something. If God forbid, you have something that there's a lot more research you need to do, and
Yep.
a lot more that maybe it's a parent, maybe it's a child that you've got to do additional research, and you want to share those with other people to know here's what's going to be happening, here's what's going to be changing. It's getting access instead of telling them, my mom all the time is, well, what's going on, what do we need to do, those types of things, to be able to say, here, I've already scanned this QR code, here's the destination of it, I can provide it to you so you can do research if this is something you'd like to do.
100%. Or to your point, maybe it's your parents. I have aging parents. My in-laws are going through that right now. We are, working on some Alzheimer's and dementia, and, learning a whole new language. And not only that, but I also want to make sure that, my father-in-law is cared for, and what resources does he need to take care of my mother-in-law? There's so much information out there. Honestly, I think it's more overwhelming if you were to sit and think of the amount of information on the internet that we need to go find versus creating one QR code. And we all own our websites. Now we need to own the QR code that gets you and gets people to the information that you have that you want to share with them.
Exactly. There's so many new medical devices and so many different prescriptions, and you see it on commercials all the time, like here's the new thing for Alzheimer's or dementia. And being able to say, okay, how can I scan to get the additional information, or how can I get the instructions on how to use these things? Being
Mm-hmm.
able to provide something that I can scan, and either the destination goes to reading material or a video. So many people anymore are looking for just quick ways to show me how to do things. I'm thinking about, we're coming up on holidays here, and getting presents that we've got to build the night before they're given. And the, in the past, I've seen QR codes that provide errors, 404s, they time out, something of that sort. But being able to say, scan this QR code, should the instructions that you provided to me tell me it's going to take me an hour and a half to do this, but this video is 5 minutes.
Right?
I'm going to challenge myself and see if I can do it that fast. But scanning and go step by step, this is the exact piece that you need. So the exact same thing with some of these medical devices. There's just so many buttons and so many alarms and bells and whistles and what's happening. Scanning a QR code is going to be able to tell you exactly what's happening.
100%. And from experience, I will tell you, you bring home a new breathing machine for your 2-year-old. Back in the day when I went through this and they sent us home with a nebulizer, I was tired. I had just spent 2 nights in the hospital with my 2-year-old. She was tired. She was sick. I was tired. You were just over it. And the last thing you were going to remember when you got this new machine home was how to use it.
Right.
And what you just actually made me think of too is, for example, say, for example, you scanned this and you did get a 404. Maybe your website guy or somebody that works on your stuff changed a form. Maybe something did change, and you have somebody that calls you and goes, listen, this QR code isn't going anywhere. With one QR codes, you can fix that. Again, kind of like the banner, same thing with the stickers or whatever you're using on the devices. You can have that updated without sweating it, going like, listen, let me get you the correct link. We're going to get that fixed. We're good to go.
Right. Yeah. It makes so much sense to be able to be in control of that and be able to give that information. Maybe something's changed, just like you're saying, the directions of it has changed. And maybe it's a new device. Being able to adjust the destination, the QR code, is one of the biggest things we need to be able to control in this, I guess, lack of a better word, technology space. QR
Right.
QR codes really can advance and really can simplify the whole process.
But how professional is that, that you're not like, uh-oh, we got that wrong. What are we going to do? That's not going to work anymore. No, we're going to fix that. No problem. We're going to get you all set up. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
And we're going into our next screen, facilitating interactions. I mean, that's what a QR code does.
Yep.
You can get in contact. You can with the destinations of our QR codes. We're talking about like links, URLs, but one QR allows you to have additional types of destinations. Specifically, making it go to call someone or text, email, whatever that is, where you can facilitate and coordinate that type of conversation instead of saying, go here for support,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to go to the website and then you have to fill out the thing, instead of go here for support and maybe it's a text, maybe it's an email, and it goes directly to it. So you can already get into that process and maybe not be flustered, but can have that outreach.
Absolutely. Nobody likes to get like, you get a bill that you're not expecting or something. And then you're like, oh man, what is this about? And you're just able to scan a QR code and call them. Like, how much easier is it than that to just and know that you're going to the right person? You make sure that it's connected to the person who's going to answer the question about billing. Makes so much sense.
Right, billing, improving your checkout efficiencies. There's many times I'm thinking of it like in the past and being at different doctors' offices, and you're standing there checking out, and there's people in front of you with lots of questions. It's like, oh, can we just check out? Scanning that QR code
The
reduces
fast
your
lane.
time. It's a fast lane. It really is, right? It's here in Colorado, we have the HOV lane. It's the left-hand flyby. That's what this QR code is allowing you to do. Get people in and out, effective, efficient. My appointment's at 10 a.m. I'm not getting here at 9:50 and sitting here until 10:30. I'm moving
Yep.
quick. I'm able to check in. I'm able to check out the same way.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. You have some people that need to make future appointments, and you're like, hey, I just need to pay my bill. Where's the fast pass?
Mm-hmm.
let me get out of here. Same
Yeah.
here, right? Same thing.
Right, get it delivered to you. Get either log in to your account, log into whatever the system is providing for you, or scan the QR code and just pay it. It's that
Yep.
simple.
It's that easy. I think we've said simple and easy a couple times. I think hopefully people are hearing that, driving that home.
Right. So we're going to go into a quick little demo, and we will be right back on how to get going with one QR.
You know how easy it is to scan a QR code? Let us show you step by step how to make your own QR code. Simply go to oneqr.com and select Get Free QR. Choose your method to get started. I'm going to use an email address. Simply fill out your account information, create a password, choose your industry, accept the terms and conditions, and select Sign Up. You will now need to check your email for the verification code to put in the box. Enter the confirmation code and select Verify. You're now ready to personalize your QR code. First, you want to name your QR code. This is a descriptive name so that you know where you're placing the QR code. Say, for example, you're making a banner for an event. By naming the QR code, you'll know where the QR code is if you need to update the destination anytime in the future. You can also put an optional tag. Once you have created multiple QR codes, this will make it easy to come and find the QR codes that you've made. You can see using our free OneQR, you're able to make your destination a web link. If you'd like to use any of the other destinations, you'll need to upgrade to the Pro or Unlimited options. Here's where you'll put the web link that you want your QR code to go to. I'm going to use the OneQR website as the example. The default shape for your QR code will be the square. If you'd like a circular QR code, you'll need to upgrade. The colors here in the pattern are all different choices that you can use to personalize your QR code to your branding colors or your marketing. You can use the color wheel here as well if you know your hex code or RGB code, and you're able to change both the pattern color, the marker color, and if you are a Pro or Unlimited user, you can also change the frame and the color. If you'd like to use a logo or a photo in the center of your QR code, simply upload the file here, and then you can make your choices below depending again on whether or not you have the free, the Pro, or the Unlimited version. I highly suggest you turn on the scan so that you know every time that your QR code is scanned. Then select Save. Your QR code is now ready to share. You can download it, share it, or grab a short link to it. To download, all you have to do is select Download and PNG file, and it will go to the downloads on your computer. If you are needing a larger type file, you'll need to upgrade to Pro or Unlimited. Want to know more about OneQR? Visit us on social media and check out our video series.
Very simple, as you had said a little bit ago, Kathy. Go ahead, if you aren't familiar with QR code marketing, learn more. There's a lot of resources that we've been generating. You can find out a lot from our website, oneqr.com. That's the number one, qr.com. Try it out for free. You get a lot of the bells and whistles, for lack of better words, on how to design and utilize a QR code. With our dynamic QR codes, like we've mentioned, the destination can be edited without printing new ones at all. So this means you can use that one QR code for countless promotional pieces, the checkout, check-in, adjustment type things that we've been talking through here with OneQR in healthcare. They can be printed virtually on any surface, and that scan just drives to the application that you would like someone to have access to. We do have a few different packages available right now from OneQR. We've got Pro, Unlimited, Free, whatever fits your type of business, what you're trying to do. We believe we have the package for you, as well as there's additional things coming very soon, which we're excited about. And then with our resources, our social sites, you can always follow us. We will be announcing and releasing quite a few new features here coming very soon, wrapping up this year, going into the new year, just trying to think about what are additional functions that people would be looking for in implementing OneQR into their business. So I know, Kathy, you've been doing a lot of work on the back end for the resources, being able to provide people, give them ideas on different industries. Yes, this one's specific to healthcare, but there are so many different other industries that can utilize QR code marketing to advance their business, advance their marketing. It really reduces the cost in a lot of print advertisement, if I would say so. There's a lot that can be done, and you can find those in the resources. So, Kathy, I'm going to kick it over to you. We'll wrap this up and hope everyone has a great one. But over to you.
Yeah, no, 100%. Everything you just said, I think that really it's just, well, we say thinking outside the box, but with a QR code, it's thinking inside the box. What is it that the box needs to share for you to get people to the information? Whether you're in healthcare, you're, huge business owner, small business owner, we have just so many people that are trying to drive eyeballs to what they have, and one QR is the best way to do it.
Everyone have a good one. Take care.